Hello, hello, good evening. How's it going? How are you, Mark? How's it going? Let me just quickly set up. Blatant scream time. Scream. Are you ready to go to the cinema? Type scream? Where? On Twitter? On here? Here? Oh, scream! I didn't even notice. Like, what are you talking about? The scream is being recorded. Who screams? Is it Ernest? Did I not save before? It says suspended data. Bruh. What, people in your basement? No, it's Ernest, isn't it? Okay, TLDR. Katrielle and co. head for the famous Savoy Theatre in London's West End for the premiere of Maverick Director's new film, A Naval Advance, No Sub for Love. Remember? Ernest won some tickets and invited Katrielle, and she was just like, LOL, no. But then he convinced her to go because of the popcorn. I forgot about director. Yeah, director. And who did I spot among the crowd of cinema goers but Scotland Yard's famous profiler, Emiliana Perfetti? Also, we have this. It's from the last case. Mayor Loanita seems troubled by something at Guildhall. Dependable but dithering, hesitates, discovers she has a new project but no good ideas. So maybe this will wrap up some loose ends from last time. What's the best option? Is something troubling you, Mayor Loanita? Loanita? I just can't think of a really good idea. It's so hard. Oh dear, yes, well, you do have a very difficult job, I think. Is it the tax reform or, the NHS maybe? No, it's nothing like that. What's really on my mind at the moment is, well... Oh dear, don't tell me it's something even more, important. I'm afraid it is, yes. Next year's Riverside Festival. Next year? Isn't that a year away? Next year's, festival? Yes, I need a really outstanding idea to make the festival the very best ever. I didn't imagine you'd be, worrying about that yet. I suppose perhaps it is worth thinking about now. Maybe. It's only a year away, Hessie. It reminds me of, like, A Nightmare Before Christmas. It's like... Was it the mayor was like, oh, but next Halloween's only like 364 days away or something. It's like Christmas, you can never put your decorations up too early. Is that so? Is there such thing as too early though? Isn't August too early, don't you think? And I'm determined to make next year's festival even more successful than this year's. Aha! How about this? We could start spreading a rumor about a phantom that appears over the Thames. No? Is that so? Never too early? So are your Christmas decorations up? A restless soul that draws people unwittingly to the river, to their demise. Or maybe a mysterious beast of some kind? A crocodile. Yes, an enormous croc that somehow escaped captivity and slipped into the river. Or the dragon that St. George slayed, magically resurrected. How about that? I could even arrange for someone to dress up in costume and terrify all the festival goers. I think I'd be far too scared. I doubt you'd see me there, Mayor. In fact, you definitely won't. You definitely wouldn't, probably. Oh, that's no good then. I'll have to come up with another idea. Isn't there going to be, musical show about the Legend of the Thames next year? That will probably be more than enough entertainment. I mean, I should think it will. Well, maybe anyway. Yes, although that's not something Guildhall will be putting on. I can't let the public outdo me. I need to think of something spectacular. I think I'll spend some time out on the balcony and see if a good idea comes to me there. Well, the success of this year's festival has certainly changed Miss Loanita. Well, almost certainly. She's much less subdued now. Quite a lot less anyway. I like the new mayor. Yes, I really do. I really do. Never took them down, what? Never took down the Christmas decorations. Sus. Alright, ready? Okay, let's... Where are my hint coins? There are so many lights on, it feels like it's the middle of the day. It's certainly an impressive place, the Savoy, isn't it? Savoy? No wonder they called it the Heart of Cinema. The Heart of Cinema, you hear that? It's a delight to be able to come to this spiffing theater with you, miss. On a not date, right? The heart of movies. Heart of cinema. The theater. Is this what we're gonna see? The sign must be visible from a long way off. It's enormous and covered in lights. Just looking at the sign is a real thrill. Oh, I'm so excited. Titanic parody? I think so. Are they trying to stare each other out, those two? What kind of film is this? We'll have to find out. Oh, the neon lights! London's West End has such energy. Perhaps some tasteful neon would be a welcome addition to the sign above the agency door. It's starting to make my eyes go funny now, all these lights. Yeah, I guess it can be a lot, right? Neon lights. But they're fun, aren't they? Anything else? Neon lights would be cool to have in a room. Bob Brackett, Tisk, and these ignoramuses call themselves fans. Oh, hello. Are you a Maverick Director fan yourself? Me? Please don't sit me on the same stool as the rest of these open bracket, so-called closed bracket fans. I'm a cineast, not a fan. Sorry? I have seen every single one of Rector's films since his directorial debut, open bracket, including, I might add, everything from the independent years, close bracket. So he's like a movie nerd. Oh, well, I see. You certainly aren't just a run-of-the-mill fan, that's for sure. Exactly. In fact, I think you'll find Rector's earlier works were discerning pieces of art for the cinematic connoisseur. But of course, more recently he's gone for the crowd pleasers. Still, even his more saturating moments, his sublime composition, inimitable sense of style, and divine wordplay are present in spades. Of course, I can't comment on this particular film until I've seen it. Will it be his magnum opus or a massive flop? It's interesting to note that. Hey Shisui, how's it going? Now you've been talking for a very long time. I guess we'll talk to Emiliana. Good evening, Emiliana. GC, congrats on the 55 stream streak. That's crazy. 45 days left to 100. It's quite the accomplishment still, 55. Good evening, Emiliana. Katrielle, what are you doing here? Ernest here won tickets to see some lovey-dovey film or other, so I decided to come along with him. But the question is, what are you doing here, Emiliana? Has there been an incident? Oh, hello, Fletch. How's it going? No, I'm not here on police business. I've come to see the film as well. Oh, I didn't realize you were a film buff. Well, I wouldn't describe myself as a buff, exactly, but I enjoyed a change of pace. Profiling all day demands a huge amount of concentration. But the only people here tonight are either involved in the production, VIPs, or they won tickets like I did. Katrielle's drip, yeah, she's all dressed up nice. But not for Ernest, just for herself. So I presume that means you entered the prize draw as well, did you? Ah! Va bene, see? I forget how she said that before. I entered the prize draw, so what? That doesn't make me a film buff. I just entered a draw because I felt like it and happened to win. She's the type of person, she probably entered like 100 times to get a ticket, right? Why would she earnestly dress up for him? That's a good question. Because they're friends, I don't know. But that's incredible. I mean, it's such a long anticipated release. The competition was fierce. The chances of winning were tiny. I had to enter the draw over 100 times before I won. What? Okay, Ernest actually entered 100 times. I was joking. Bro was desperate to get a ticket to go with Katrielle. Well, I entered more than 200. Okay, well... 200? None. I mean, I'm just a very lucky person, that's all. Ah. What? I see. I understand. Yes, it's all very clear now. You put up a pretense about not really liking films, but the truth is, you're here for the durian popcorn. Oh, just like Katrielle, right? Not the anime glasses. What? What possible evidence do you have to support such a claim? I don't even like popcorn. You still refuse to admit it? It's not true. Ugh, I'm not gonna stand here and argue with you all night, Katrielle. I'm going in now. Oh yes, so should we. I'll just get our tickets. Get out our tickets. Okay. Ah, yes, hello sir. You're having a good evening, yes? Wait, was that him speaking? Or was that Ernest? Wasn't paying attention. Yes, this is rather delicate, sir. You see, yes, I'm afraid that dogs are not permitted into the theater. Yes, no dogs. I mean, Cheryl, I guess we only have 2 tickets, right? It was Hayes, okay. Hey! Yes, and you see, this ticket is only valid for 2 persons. Persons usually pertaining to humans and not canines, yes? Oh, I see. Gosh, Cheryl, I'm so sorry. It never crossed my mind to buy a ticket for you. Oh, for you? But, like, he's a dog, so, like, I don't think he would be allowed in even if he had a ticket, right? Oh, Ernest. You'd forget your head if it wasn't screwed on, wouldn't you? And you wouldn't? Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. I'm afraid you'll just have to wait out here until the film is over, Cheryl. Oh, sure. I'll just hang out on the street like a stray. Tisk! I didn't even bring my coat. Doesn't he have a fur coat already, though? It's not even as if I can go back and wait in the office. These paws can't open no doors. Fine, alright, I'll wait here. Just do me a favor and don't watch all the ending credits. Good boy, we'll be back soon. Alright, Ernest, shall we? Oh, yes. What doggy deity have I upset to deserve this, eh? Poor Cheryl, we've just left him outside. What if the credits are as long as Mighty Number 9, bro? How long was that? 4 hours? Longer than the movie. Longer than the game. I still can't believe it. Exclusive tickets to the preview of Maverick Director's latest film. And you won them. You're the best, Benji. No, you're the best, Bess. the best for believing in me and giving me the confidence to enter the prize draw in the first place.
Oh, you're just the best, and your luck is the best. I'm so proud of you. You know, there's supposed to be the best kiss scene ever at the end of this film. I can't wait.
And did you know that Savoy is like one of the best cinemas in the whole of London? No porkies. No porkies? We have to take a photograph together outside.
Try and stop me. I want to capture every moment we spend together on film. Every single one.
Wow, how romantic. Is that what Ernest wants with Katrielle? I lived a whole life, and the credits weren't even halfway done. Benji's the best. What about Ernest, though? He looks so sad. This is a rough deal. I'm so bored. Come on, Katniss. Katniss. Ernest, is that their ship name? Ernest and Katrielle. How long are you gonna leave me out here? At least they didn't tie me to a drain pipe. Ernest is okay, but he won tickets. He won tickets to the show, right? Cheryl beat to the rough pun. I can't believe it's upon us. Maverick D. Rector's latest masterpiece awaits. I'm beside myself with anticipation, Miss Layton. I really am.
Ernest, this is no sub for love film. It's a romance story, isn't it? Or is it?
You've only just worked that out? Well, yes, it is a romance, but it's so much more than that, miss. Actually, you can't pigeonhole Rector's work. It transcends genres. Katniss is something, I guess. They're just people. You see, Miss, Rector used to direct cult B movies. He had quite a following of die-hard fans even then. I think it must have been his attention to detail. I mean, really, he was a complete perfectionist. But he somehow never managed to appeal to Joe Public. Then about 10 years ago, he started to move into more mainstream genres, romance stories and so on. That's when he started to become more popular, by appealing to a wider audience. So that dude, the guy outside the theater earlier, he was all like, oh, you know, he used to be like this, blah blah blah, but now he appeals to the normies, right? Like, isn't that how, like, I don't know, a lot of people are like, oh, I miss the old director back when he was nobody, right? Back when he wasn't popular, that kind of thing. Now he's regarded as one of the greatest directors of our time. His films are always highly anticipated. Romance? What's wrong with romance? I must say, I've always thought his films were capital. I've been a huge fan ever since his cult B movie days. My all-time favorite has to be Wallow, the mud-bathing robot hippo on a mudless post-apocalyptic Earth. Romance, it's everywhere. That's true. What a long title. Wallow, the mud-bathing robot hippo on a mudless post-apocalyptic Earth.
I see. So you're also a fan of Mr. Rector's films, are you, Emiliana?
Well, of course. I think he's a fantastic director, but no. I'm more interested in the actors in this film. Oh, you mean Leonardo DiCaprio? Oh, you mean Leonardo DiCaprio, the lead? I hear he's ever so popular with the ladies. DiCaprio?
Well, he is extremely good looking. And an excellent actor, of course.
This is Titanic, yeah. After all the action roles he's played, I'm dying to see what he's like in a love story.
Emiliana, I didn't take you for a lovey-dovey type. How cute!
Oh, I didn't mean... Huh. I am not lovey-dovey, no none. Is DiCaprio gonna get murdered? I don't know. DiCaprio. Anyway, when you finish teasing me, look, it seems the VIP guests have arrived.
Oh?
Oh, there's the mayor.
Hey, look! Wow!
Hello! It's the dragons! Well, London's wealthiest would be at an event like this.
That girl looks sad. Maybe she doesn't want to be here either.
Every one of them looks very well off. Who are they all?
You are very poorly informed, Katrielle. Everyone in London knows who they are. They're known as the Dragons. The 7 Dragons of London.
7 dragons?
Yes, some of London's wealthiest residents. Moguls of media, finance, transport. Between them, they really control the city's economy. Although some of them do come from wealthy families, it's really only in the last 10 years that they've become so well known.
Oh. Not very long then. Especially in a historic city like London.
True, and of course, it's not just people here in London watching them. The whole world's eyes are trained on these 7 multimillionaires.
Well, they certainly do sound very influential.
You know one of them already.
Yes.
Mayor Loanita.
So she's one of the 7, is she?
Oh, we must go and say good day, Miss Layton.
Yes, I think there's still time before the film starts. Let's go and say hello.
Guys, we're gonna see the film. Are you excited to see bootleg Titanic? Look, is this the ship? Gosh, what a finely detailed model. Must be a ship from a famous film, I suppose. Alright, Cheryl isn't here to commentate on any of this stuff.
Do you think this model floats? Do you think it has engines? Oh, I like that poster. We could put one of them up on the office wall, perhaps.
The posters for Maverick Director's films are always a real delight to behold. I'm excited for what it was called. No Sub for Love. Yeah, I was like, Naval Advance, No Sub for Love. This sounds really funny.
A puzzle. Oh, there's something caught on this leaf here. What is it?
It's a puzzle, miss. Oh, I say, I love to see you solve it. Oh, puzzle. You know, whenever I play like this game, I forget that it's like a puzzle game until we see a puzzle. Like, oh yeah, we have to like solve puzzles. Message in sand? A mysterious message has been written in the sand. It seems to say UUNN. Which of the 4 people do you think the message is about? It looks like John, doesn't it? Is it like a jump scare? I don't know. I just forget. I'm like, I think I'm so focused on reading. I'm like, blah blah blah, and then I'm like, oh, the puzzle. You know how people like, you're talking to the characters, they're like, blah blah blah, and they're like, you know what that reminds me of? A puzzle. Here you go. For you, right? And then you gotta solve it. Is this not John? How could it be any of the other ones?
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
25 pick carrots. You did it! The answer was John. The upper half of the letters had been washed away by the sea. Perhaps whoever wrote the message had some secret feelings. They got washed away though, so maybe it wasn't meant to be.
There, I showed that puzzle who's boss, didn't I? I must say, it's an unusual place to find one.
It seemed like a 10 picker up puzzle, yeah. I think I said before, like a lot of reviews were like, they seem to rate the pick rats higher than they actually should be. Perhaps it's here to entertain people while they're waiting in line, waiting for the film to start. Not waiting in line, waiting for the film to start. Okay, talk to people, speak to the mayor. Oh, she has a puzzle?
Good evening, Piper.
Katrielle. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
No, well, in truth, films aren't my thing. I'm here for the popcorn.
I don't doubt it.
I didn't realize you were one of the 7 dragons of London.
Oh, that's really my father's influence. But I don't think of myself as a millionaire. I think of myself as London's mayor, nothing more.
Maybe the message being washed away was symbolic representation for a love that was fleeting, yeah.
Fleeting love. Should have confessed your feelings to John before.
And that's a very worthy title. Not everyone has what it takes to be mayor in a city like this one.
You're too kind, Katrielle. But it's always nice to receive a compliment. Now then, there's someone I'd like to introduce you to. This is a friend of mine. Mr. Phineas T. Barnum. Barnum? Should have sent it in a bottle and threw it at him, not into the ocean. Just threw it directly at his face. Howdy, it's a real pleasure to meet ya. So you're this Katrielle Layton I've been hearing about, eh? Piper's told me all kinds of story about ya. All good? All good, don't you worry. I've just been dying to meet ya.
Well, it's an honor to meet you too, Mr.
Barnum?
You're on a VIP guest list, I presume?
VIP guest list? That's a good one. You'll be saying I won a ticket next.
Oh, so in what capacity are you here then? I was under the impression you either had to win a ticket or be invited especially.
If it went into the ocean, then he would never see it. Then what's the point of putting it in a bottle? You don't have a clue who I am, do you? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll set you a little puzzle. If you can solve it, I'll fill you in. Play your cards right. Here we have 5 playing cards. A certain number of them are missing a section at the top right, which is the same shape as the corner of a playing card. It's possible to arrange them without fully overlapping them, so that none of the missing areas are visible. Arranged like that, how many cards with missing pieces could there be? What is the maximum number of cards that could have a missing piece?
Tradition.
Supposed to represent her bottled up emotions? Okay. Any snacks or drinks? Reading always makes me very tired. Okay, I got Waterloo, sparkling water. Grape! 5 playing cards. A certain number of them are missing the section on the top right corner. That ace seems like it's been snacked on, yeah. You gambled away all your money. You have no choice but to eat the cards. It's possible to arrange them without fully overlapping them, so that none of the missing areas are visible. Arranged like that, how many cards with missing pieces could there be? What is the maximum number of cards that could have a missing piece? Flaming hot Doritos and water for me. Flaming hot Doritos. Sounds good. No monster though. No peeps. Five? Well, based on this visual, we know that at least 4 could have... All these potentially could have a missing piece in the corner, right? I had those before stream. The peeps. The peeps. I had an idea, then as I was talking I was like, wait, that doesn't work, I don't think. What was your idea? Something about like taking this card, the end card, this ace, and like flipping it over. So like that shootout piece would be like on this side. But if it's on top of the other cards, it'd still be visible, right? Maybe we put it this way. But then the king could potentially have a chewed out part too. Five playing cards. It's possible to arrange them without fully overlapping them, so none of the missing areas are visible. Range like that, how many cards with missing pieces could there be? What is the maximum number of cards that could have a missing piece? It's at least 4. But I don't know what the 5th one. Can it be arranged in a way that we can't see the nibbled out part? The part that Ark nibbled on? Huh? Potentially all these cards have a hole in them, right? Why did I nibble it? 'Cause you are hungry, of course. The sugar-free monster got to you and you're like, man, I need something else to eat. I don't know, it can't be just 4, right? That's like... I don't know, 4? Do y'all have any thoughts? 4? 5? Okay, what if this card... no, maybe not. Hungry in the basement, the instant soup ran out the instant soup. I was thinking like, what if... Is it all... wait. It's top right corner. Should I say 4? I feel like that's not correct though. But I can't think of any other way it could be 5, right? I'd say 4 to complete card would have to be far right, right? That's what I'm thinking. But like, I don't know, are they gonna trick
This is an
me?
interesting one. Oh, that's not like me.
That's not like me. Bad luck. How to hide the missing sections without putting the other cards on top of each other. Then it's 5, right? Oh, the pickerets. Okay, it's 5. It has to be 5. If not 4, it's 5, right? If it's not 5.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are
Partially
made for
overlapping though, right? Yo, Namzilla, how's it going, fam? How are you? Oh my god. Ah! They tricked me with that layout. I thought I had to be like that. They tricked me. You did it. It's possible for all 5 cards to have missing sections and be placed so that those sections are not visible. You just need to line up the corners of the cards with the missing sections. After placing 4 cards in a circle, you place the final card with the missing piece lined up at one of the corners. Who arranges cards like that? I don't know. How's everyone doing? I'm good. I'm good. Hope you're doing well. I solved this puzzle first try, just so you know. Yeah, almost says Joker. Kinda does, yeah. The J, the Queen. Looks like an O. Joke. Persona 5 mention.
I believe it, thank you.
They told me you were good at puzzles and they were right. Sorry, I wasn't trying to test you or nothing. I just want to see with my own eyes. See, I'm a big fan of detective work.
Well, I hope I didn't disappoint you.
On the contrary, so we had a deal, didn't we? Let me tell you all about me. I'm the manager of the Savoy, you see? The Savoy's been being the greatest darn theater in the West End, bar none. Oh, is that his name? Bar none? I'm the one who's putting on the screening. Oh, okay, he's the host.
Oh, you mean you own the Savoy?
That's right. Now I hear you blew Pip's little festival plot out of the water. I was wondering what kind of girl you were, and now I see. Mighty fine. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. After all, if it tanks, I won't have any money out of it, will I?
Well, the truth is, I'm really here for the popcorn, not the film.
Katrielle, you can't just say that in front of the owner. Ah, the all-new durian flavor, you mean? You know I came up with that myself. Okay, maybe it was okay to say that. You have to keep thinking of new ideas if you want your customers to keep coming back, right? I just let Pip try it. As it happens, not her cup of tea at all.
I see you're involved in all aspects of business. How interesting.
Well, that popcorn certainly has a unique flavor. Perhaps a little too unique. I don't think I've ever had durian before.
Isn't that the one that smells really bad?
I don't think I've ever had any durian flavored things, not that I can remember.
A good example of effort not necessarily producing results. I'll judge that for myself, I think. Now, where do you get it?
It's on sale at the kiosk back there. Show them your coupon and they'll give you a tub. Now look, that's old Doubly over by the kiosk there. Madame Dublé to you. Dublé? You should introduce yourself.
Madame Dublé? Is she another one of the 7 dragons?
Gretchen Dublé is a name you do well to remember, Miss Slayton. And a word of advice, never forget the madam. She controls a whopping great empire of business stretching right across the globe, you know. Yeah, she practically breathes money. They used to say the sun would never set on the British Empire. Well, if that metaphor holds any water at all, Madame Dublé would be the sun. She's the glue that holds us all together. The mother dragon, you can say. He laughs a lot, doesn't he?
I see. Well, she certainly sounds larger than life.
I imagine breathing money is bad for lungs. You don't wanna like snort the money.
If you want your detective agency to have any chance of success, it would be a wise move to befriend Madame Dublé, Katrielle. I suppose detective work does rely on maintaining good relations with people. It's true. I could just say hello while I queue up for my popcorn.
While you queue up for your popcorn? You really haven't grasped how important she is, have you? Don't snort the nickel shavings. Okay. The nickel shavings. Alright.
Let's get some popcorn.
Small kiosk selling snacks, drinks, and some film merchandise. Are they gonna sell the Leonardo DiCaprio body pillows here?
Here we are at last! The kiosk! Time to sample the all-new popcorn delight. Oh no!
What's the matter?
There's no one at the kiosk. I won't be able to get my popcorn.
Oh my god, the date is ruined. Ernest, do something. Never mind, miss. How about introducing ourselves to Madame Dublé instead? Not the body pillows.
So near and yet so far.
You mustn't be down in the mouth, miss. Remember, Mr. Barnum said she could be a very useful contact. Ernest's gonna make the popcorn himself just for her, yeah. Yeah, save the day, Ernest.
Yes, alright, let's say a quick hello then. Do you know which lady she is?
I suspect that lady over there might be who we're looking for. Does she look rich?
Yes, I think you might be right. She certainly stands out as being affluent.
Okay, wait, quickly look for hint coins. $10 hint coins, we're rich. Oh, poo, what a pong there is coming from that popcorn machine. And Liliana's with us. I guess she tagged on, didn't she? Oh, it smells exactly like real durian fruit. Quite overwhelming. Don't snort the hint coins. Sniff, sniff. Katrielle's gonna snort the popcorn.
There it is. The distinctly delicious whiff of durian-flavored popcorn.
Oh, what's this?
A puzzle?
Oh, I say, miss. A hidden puzzle. Look.
Well found, Ernest. Why don't you solve it, seeing as you found it?
Me? Oh, well, alright then. I can't very well shy away from a puzzle and still claim to be a worthy assistant of the great detective Katrielle Layton, I suppose. It looks like the top half of a Pokeball.
Does it? A Pokemon?
Cozy up the chicks too? 40 Pickerats? What's 2? Did we do this one already? I don't remember. Like number 1, did we do the first one? Use 3 enclosures to make a bed for the chicks. Slide the enclosures so that all the chicks are contained. That not good enough?
Give me the peeps. No, don't eat them.
Look at them. How could you eat them? Please fit. Can't they move over a little bit? They look as sweet as sugar. No, no, no. Don't eat the peeps. Don't do it. Is there no way for this one to fit? Okay, okay. There we go.
So, in conclusion, thank goodness I got that right.
You did it! The chicks are all contained within the enclosures. They don't look like they're going to sleep anytime soon, though. They're still very lively.
Don't eat them. They're too cute to be eaten. Oh, top drawer, I did it!
Well, Ernest, that was very impressive. Anyone would think you were vying for my position as chief detective.
Oh no, miss, never! I'm quite content as your assistant. More than quite content, very content, extremely content.
I'm gonna Kirby inhale them. No!
The peeps.
Obviously, if it's cordoned off, I wouldn't dream of going in there. It's not what a gentlewoman does.
Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to see what the balcony seats were like, but no such luck today. Okay, let's talk to...
the dragon? Dublé, Madame Dublé? Excuse me? You wouldn't happen to be Madame Dublé, would you?
Indeed I would, and you are?
I'm Katrielle Layton, from the Layton Detective Agency. It's a pleasure to meet you, Madame. He looks like Ursula. He looks evil, is that what you're saying?
Oh, the Layton Detective Agency, you say? Now where have I heard that name before? Ah, you must be the famous Herschel Layton's daughter, are you?
Herschel Layton.
How is the professor? Is he in good health?
I think so.
You think so?
Well, no, I mean, he's very well. Yes, thank you. I'll be sure to mention to him that I met you.
Yes, please do. Tell him I should very much like to meet him when he's next available. She might have a body double, or should I say double?
I wish I could.
Goodness, it's nearly time for the show. I promised myself a little tipple before it begins. A tipple? Do excuse me? Well done, Miss Layton. I think you made an impression. Well, all she asked about was her dad, right? She didn't really ask about Katrielle herself.
Phew, I don't know, Ernest. All this hobnobbing with the rich and famous is taking a toll on my nerves.
Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, I don't believe it. Over there, look. It's Maverick Director. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Maverick Director. There he is. Thank you all for coming to see the premiere of my new film. I hope you enjoy A Naval Advance. No sub for love. The screening is about to begin. So if you'd all like to make your way... If you'd all like to make your way back... If you all like to make your way to your seats. But the popcorn!
We didn't get the popcorn.
Oh, my giddy aunt! I can't believe it! It's the real Maverick Director, Miss Layton! I've never seen the real Maverick Director before!
But you've seen the fake one?
No, I didn't mean... Oh, there's no time for that! The film is about to start! We must take our seats! Should he have a nasally voice? Probably. Maybe.
Aren't you forgetting something, Ernest? First, I have to redeem this coupon for my durian popcorn. Oh, and look! The kiosk attendant has returned!
But what if the film starts while you're waiting for it? Everyone else is already inside! Quickly, miss, we must hurry! Love Katrielle for that. The fake one, right? Yes, sorry for the wait, ma'am. We have a full house tonight, and with all the VIP guests demanding attention, yes, it's been quite busy, I'm afraid.
I see. Well, anyway, I believe this coupon entitles me to some free popcorn, the new durian flavor.
Yes, that's correct, ma'am. However, the feature is about to begin, I think. So, yes, please take your seats immediately. I'm sorry, miss, but we really must go in now. Katrielle will probably get her popcorn and eat it in the lobby and forget about the movie. Yeah, I think that was her plan, low-key, right? Man, she didn't get her popcorn. But I guess...
Shortbread and chocolate fudge.
I guess we're gonna have to head into the theater now. Would you like me to buy you a drink, Miss Layton? She wants popcorn. French onion juice, not soup? What a strange idea for a juice. What? French onion juice? Would y'all drink that? Okay, we gotta leave. We're going to the showing now. I'd buy a gallon even of the juice. The French onion juice. Ahem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to the premiere screening of my latest work, A Naval Advance No Sub for Love. The story begins with a young couple who meet at a ramshackle old cinema out in the sticks. The man wants to become a film director, whilst the girl nurses her dream of being an actress as she waits tables in a local cafe. Where's the part about the boat? A turn of events sees the pair on a luxury cruise ship together, and they fall more and more in love as time goes on. But then something terrible happens. The ship, a relic from an ancient civilization, starts to sink into the sea. The situation is desperate. There seems to be no way out. The couple are doing everything they can to survive. Well, I think I better stop there. I don't want to spoil your enjoyment of the story after all. I'll just finish by saying that this film is the culmination of years of work and marks, I believe, the pinnacle of my career. I'm sure you're all going to love it. What makes the onion French? Does it hold a baguette? Perhaps. Maybe you have to eat baguette while you drink that French onion juice. He's spoiling the whole movie. Don't worry, he didn't spoil the very end. Of course, it would never have been possible without the support of so many people. The fantastic actors, the cameramen and women, the sound crew, my assistant artistic directors, the editing staff, and above all, my wife, who has been a constant source of encouragement and never stops believing in me. And I'd like to say an enormous thank you once again to everyone involved in the production. He spoiled the build-up true. So without further ado, I present to you a Naval Advance No Sub for Love. No Sub for Love. Oh, here it is! Naval Advance No Sub for Love. Oh my god, they look so cute. What if we actually had to watch a 2-hour movie? What is this? What's happening? It's an Autobot in disguise, Transformers! It's so funny. Ernest looks so distressed. He looks so shook. What's going on? What's happened to my film? Why is it cut there? No, this isn't right. The last scene, the kiss scene, the big finale. Someone's stolen it. I thought the guy was blonde in the billboard outside. Maybe it was the neon lights. He had neon brown hair to become blonde. Excuse me, Mr. Barnum. Has everyone left now? Yep, that's the end of that. We had to cancel the screening, so I sent everyone home. You're a friend of Miss Layton's now, aren't you? Well, I'm not sure friend is the right word, but, well, I'm Emiliana Perfetti. I'm a case analyst and profiler at Scotland Yard. This theft of the climactic scene of the film is a very serious offense. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some questions about it. She never got her popcorn? Yeah, that's true! Katrielle never got her popcorn! The only reason why she went on to this movie screening.
Yes. Could you tell us what you know about the events leading up to the discovery of the missing scene?
Katrielle! What are you still doing here? And why is that hound with you? Hey!
Well, everyone else has left now, so I thought Cheryl could help sniff out clues. We don't need any sniffing around here. Keep your nose and your dog's nose out of business that doesn't concern you. But it does concern us. Mr. Barnum personally requested that I stay and help.
Huh. You bet I did. Talk about luck. Having a Scotland Yard officer and a private eye on site. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, I'd like to ask both of you to help figure out what happened here. Who the heck cut that kiss scene out of the film, huh? If anyone can solve this case, it's the woman who figured out the Riverside Festival shenanigans. Ha 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 ha. Isn't that right, Katrielle? You'll take on the case, won't you?
Well, I couldn't very well turn you down after that glowing praise, could I? Of course, I'll take on the case. Any mystery solved, that's my motto.
Suspicious. Suspicious turn of events.
Mr. Barnum, please, I'm more than capable of handling this case. Leave it to the experts at Scotland Yard.
No, I'm not saying I don't think you're a talented detective as well, Miss Perfetti. But a little competition should make you both work harder.
Bob Bennett.
I forget, it's Bob Bennett, is that how you pronounce it?
You'll soon see that I pinpoint the truth more quickly. Much more quickly than this so-called detective.
Last time I checked, Emiliana, you can't psychoanalyze a missing reel of film, it's true. Yeah, how's she gonna profile the film, huh? That's the spirit. Good luck to the both of you. Well, don't just stand around here chatting to me. You better be running along to get a statement from old Rector, hadn't you?
Where is he now, do you know?
Sure do. He's right over there. Still totally dumbfounded. Poor guy. He put his heart and soul into that final kiss scene. It's kind of hard to understand why anyone would have done this, I must admit. Still, that's for you two ladies to figure out, isn't it? Okay. My film! My magnum opus!
Please, Mr. Rector, don't worry. I will personally track down the thief responsible for stealing the last scene.
What if they never finished a kiss scene? This is all a ruse? They're still filming it right now.
No, you won't, because I'll track down whoever did it first, Katrielle.
Very professional, ladies, very professional. It was perfect. I'd made every last detail perfect before I was willing to show it to the public, and now this!
Surely the negatives are still available. You'll be able to produce a new reel for another screening, won't you?
But didn't you see the audience's reaction? They were frustrated. Without that final scene, the story doesn't hang together at all. I wanted to give people the perfect film. I put my whole life into this project, my heart and soul.
We understand, Mr. Rector, but try not to let it get you down. I will track down the perpetrator, don't worry.
Try not to let it get me down? Are you mad? This is a disaster. A blow like this just before the official release is the death knell for any film. And just when you thought I'd made it to the big time, when I'd got in with the top studios, now it's back to trying to make ends meet again. What am I gonna tell my crew? I thought I'd finally be able to pay them what they're due. This is terrible.
He didn't pay them yet? Please try to calm down. Now tell me, do you have any suspicions at all about who could be responsible?
Responsible for this desecration of my work? Obviously someone who doesn't like my films. How am I gonna face my crew? My wife even. They were all on tenterhooks, waiting to see how the audience reacted. I just want the ground to open and swallow me up. I wish I was on that submarine right now. Sinking.
Yes, well, thank you for your time, Mr. Rector.
Sinking. Well, there he goes. Wonder how long it takes to develop a positive reel from a negative? I don't know. Interesting to think about.
Would it take a long time? Oh dear, he's really taking this badly, isn't he?
He was a ghost all along.
Yes, ridiculously so. I give up. I'll try talking to him once again. Once he's calmed down.
You can't blame the guy for being upset. This movie was a big deal to him. And he's not the only one who's troubled by what happened either. I'm kind of sour myself.
Well, yes, I imagine you would be. This is going to affect sales for you after all. Oh, for you.
I like the way you think, Missy. But it's not just that. I'm a big fan of Rector's work, you see. I was looking forward to the whole world finally seeing what a great director he really is. Now this has happened. All that talent could go to waste if we're not careful. So you two ladies better get a move on and figure out what happened to get that stolen scene. If it'll help, I can give you access to anywhere in the theater. In fact, I'll just tell security to give you free reign. There's a projection box round back. Normally it's out of bounds, but I don't mind if you going in there to investigate if you need to.
The projection box? Aha! Thank you, Mr. Barnum.
I guess you could say his love sub sank. There it goes. Sank right into the into the sea.
The existential void?
What are we waiting for? Let's hightail it over to the projection box then.
Yes, I agree. We should start by investigating the film reel. Is there something wrong, Emiliana?
I've come to expect irrational behavior from you, Katrielle. But really? Talking to your dog?
Yes, it's wonderfully therapeutic. You should really try it sometime. Anyway, are you coming with us to the projection box?
No, I will be carrying out investigations elsewhere first.
Amateurs tend to put me off and I might miss something crucial.
You see, Katrielle, every criminal, no matter how careful, leaves a trail of telltale signs following a crime. Only a skilled profiler like myself can read them, of course, which is why I will solve this case long before you do, improve the superiority of my methods.
I'll look forward to it.
Don't mock me.
Va bene, you'll see soon enough.
What signs have you left behind, Kiku? What do you mean? None. I have not committed any crimes.
I really wasn't mocking you. I am looking forward to it.
Alora, until later, Katrielle. Just try not to disturb the scene too much, won't you? Where is Ernest? Is he with us? Oh, yeah, I guess he's with us. Okay.
Uh-huh, sure.
Don't worry, I won't tell. Yeah, okay.
So this is what the inside of a projection box looks like. What a lot of machinery.
Mr. Frames, what a name. Excuse me. Authorized personnel only in here, please. I'll have to ask you to leave.
I wonder what this machine does.
Stop! Don't touch Albertina! Albertina? Yes, Albertina. She's brand new. If you touch her, you could put her totally out of alignment. She's very cranky. Not like old Rosalind. Next to her there, she's much better behaved. Bulletproof she is. Albertina is delicate.
Why would I, your loyal mod, betray your trust? Exactly. You would never betray me, right?
Uh-oh, wacko alert. This nutjob's named all his equipment.
Albertina, Rosalind? What lovely names you've come up with for your machines.
Don't touch! Please, I'm going to have to insist that you leave now.
It's alright. Mr. Barnum gave us permission to investigate in here.
Investigate?
Sorry, I should have introduced myself. I'm Katrielle Layton, of the Layton Detective Agency. These are my assistants, Ernest and Cheryl. We're investigating the disappearance of the final scene of No Sub for Love. Would you mind telling us who you are? I presume you're a member of the technical staff here at the theater?
Oh yes, I'm Seymour Frames. I'm the Savaloy's projectionist.
I see. And what do you do?
Well, miss, the projectionist is responsible for setting up the film and controlling the equipment during screenings. I must say, it sounds like a rather spiffy job. Just think of all the films you'd get to see. Don't make light of it. Being a projectionist carries huge responsibility and demands incredible attention to detail. I have to keep a constant eye on the running of the film, fine-tune all the machines, and make sure the projector is in exactly the correct position at all times. There's never any downtime in my job, and I have to spot all the motor cues and make sure I'm ready for the real changeovers as well. It's most likely not intentional, but No Sub for Love is the subtitle of the movie. No, I guess it's true. No Sub for Love. Also, wow, I guess nowadays for films, it's pretty easy. You don't have to change the film reel or anything. You just push the play button, right? Golly, it sounds awfully complicated. It is, but I wouldn't have any other job. I'm happy in here, surrounded by my machines. But people always think it's a dawdle, and it's not a dawdle. It sounds like he's more interested in the machines than the films they're showing.
Yes, I think we need to ask this Mr. Frames a few more questions.
Look! Bird. Oh, look, Miss Layton. There's a bird in this cage. It's a Mina bird, I think. I thought it was a raven at first. Raven mad, like someone else in this room.
Minas are talking birds, aren't they?
Yes, that's right. I bet he can say all kinds of things. Can't he, Mr. Frames? Yeah, I've taught the Major quite a few words. Why don't you introduce yourself, Major? Come on, say hello. I feel bad for the sound engineers that have to listen to the TXH intro. They must hear it often.
Hello, I'm the Major. Major Mina, Major Mina. He really does talk.
So what? Minor birds do. Dogs, on the other hand, now that's something special. Would you mind if we tried to get him to say something? Sure, go ahead. He's pretty sharp. He'll probably talk for you.
Oh, for you.
Oh goody. Come along, miss. Let's try. This will be such a lark. Major, minor? Oh my god, maybe you're right. Yeah, I guess so. That would make sense. What's this? You discovered the crusty clapperboard. It's been added to your collection. It's crusty. This is an editing desk, I suppose, or checking the film before it's run through the projectors.
The gloves are presumably to stop fingerprints from getting onto the film.
This round thing spins if you touch it. Look! Ha ha ha! Fun game!
Crusty, yeah, it's crusty.
Like, I feel like crusty isn't a very appealing word, you know?
Not very appealing. There seems to be some kind of storeroom behind this little door.
Old film reels, projection equipment, and all sorts of other things that I haven't the foggiest about.
It's safe to touch the backside of films? Okay, only the front side matters?
Oh no! All this dust is going straight up to my muzzle.
Oh, he has a puzzle for us? Excuse me, Mr. Frames, but could you tell us what you were doing before the screening today?
For the screaming today?
Huh. If you expect me to talk to you, you can help solve this puzzle first.
Cause for alarm, 45 picarats. I think it's the back side. I don't remember which side has the emulsion. I guess you should just wear gloves.
To be safe.
There are 3 types of alarm inside a completely dark chest. One alarm goes off in response to sound, one goes off in response to light, and one goes off in response to vibration. There are 3 buttons that each produce one of those effects. You need to set off all 3 alarms by pressing the least number of buttons possible. Select all the buttons that need to be pressed. You're supposed to handle it by the top and bottom edges. Okay, that makes sense. That's very minimal touching, right? Which buttons to press? One goes off in response to sound. One goes off in response to light. One goes off in response to vibration. In a completely dark chest. You need to set off all 3 alarms by pressing the least number of buttons. Okay, so the one that's sound, if you push like a different alarm, then that will activate the sound alarm, right? Sound would count as shaking, right? That's what I'm thinking too. Inside a completely dark chest. Okay, so if the, okay, wait. So shaking... Wait, yeah, wait. Okay, wait, we definitely need the light one, right? Because it's completely dark inside the chest. So if we hit the light alarm... Okay, if we turn on the lights inside the chest, make it light inside the chest, it will turn on the light alarm, which will in turn turn on the sound alarm. So should we also do the shaking one? Because what else would shake if... I don't think it would shake by itself, right? Just these two? Because either of these alarms will make the sound one go off, right? Okay, let's see.
I have a feeling that perhaps Miss Layton would never have got that wrong.
No, Miss Layton would never got that wrong. Ah, the pickerets. Okay. Sound and light? Well, if we turn on the light, so wouldn't it like... Then the alarm would play, so wouldn't the sound alarm trigger as well? But maybe sound would shake it? Okay, we'll try your sound and light. Let's see how it goes.
I have a feeling that perhaps that wasn't right. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Ah, fiddlesticks. Oh, Ernest. Okay, okay. Ah, the pickerets. Okay. Just light?
If you'll entertain my idea here. Still not a patch on Miss Layton, of course.
You did it! You only need to press one button. If you make it bright, the light alarm goes off. The noise of that makes the sound alarm go off. The vibrations by the sound of those alarms trigger the vibration alarm, so then you have all three alarms going off. Okay, was it obvious that it was like those types of alarms? Like a sleeping alarm? I wasn't sure what kind of alarm it was. I thought it was just gonna beep. Like, I didn't think it'd be like one of those, you know, wake up ones. What if they were silent alarms? Yeah, I needed a visual. I needed the visual. Okay, that was pretty impressive.
So you'll talk to us now? I'd like to know what you were doing before the screening today.
I saw the horn and assumed like an air raid alarm, right? I don't know, I thought it'd be like a fire alarm. Or a smoke detector kind of thing.
Fine, alright then. I was in here, of course, making sure all my machines were in tip-top working order. So you're the one who actually ran the film? Yeah, I was pretty shocked when the last reel suddenly skipped the scene. And would you have any idea who might have stolen the kiss scene?
No, not really. I mean, I really don't care. It's only a film, for goodness sake.
Yes, about that, Mr. Frames. Even though you work in a cinema, you give the impression you don't really like films. Is that right?
Obviously, it's the machines I love. Give me Albertina and Rosalind here over stupid film any day. Oh, that reminds me. I've got to get Belinda cleaned up. You can't have let the spare equipment get dirty just because you're not using it. This chap certainly does love his machines. Our first clue. Machine freak. Machine freak. Projectionist Seymour Frames has named all his beloved equipment, but has little interest in films. Before the screening, he was in the projection box preparing. The machines wouldn't exist if it wasn't for films? That's true. Like, aren't they kind of important? Like, sir, you wouldn't have a job if there are no films. You really look after your machines, don't you, Mr. Frames? They're all gleaming. Of course I do. It's vital to ensure all the equipment here is in perfect working order every single day. The Catherine sisters over there are no exception.
The Catherine sisters? Assistants of yours, are they?
I think... Wait, hold on, that's Ernest. I think, miss, that they're the names of the film reels.
Oh, yes, I can see that now. The Catherine reels. What a good name for them.
Catherine. Do you think so? I'm afraid I don't see it. Catherine, quick, hide Vincent. So, is this one Albertina, is it? No, that's Rosalind! Albertina's the one next to her! Oh, I do apologize. Look, it's easy to tell. Albertina's the one with the beautiful curves. Rosalind is the one with the gleaming skin. Why is he describing them like this? Barkin! Completely barkin! Of course, Albertina doesn't always listen to what you tell her. But that's just part of her charm. Is it? I see.
Hello.
Wait, what was the voice I gave the bird? I already forgot.
How are you? How are you?
Would you go on a date with him with Seymour Frames? No. I'd go on a date with the bird though.
He's very polite, isn't he? Cheryl, why don't you try talking to him? Perhaps you'll be able to understand each other.
Can you speak Swahili just because you're human? Swahili? Did I say Swahili? Swahili just because you're human? I only speak dog, alright? Not bird.
Really? You never told me that before.
You've never told me if you can speak Swahili. The point is, so far I've only met few humans who can understand what I'm saying. Maybe there are some birds or cats out there who will understand me as well. But I've never met any of them if there are.
I didn't realize there were all these limitations on what you can do and can't do. What a disappointment.
You can listen to him talk about Rosalind and Belinda all day. Nah, I'll pass. I'll pass. I'd rather go on a date with Ernest at that point. Oh, sure, I'm such a disappointment because the talking dog is so mundane.
Oh well, I suppose I'll just have to try to communicate with the bird myself. So, Major, did you see the film Thief? Saw the thief! Saw the thief!
Jeepers, really? Who did it?
Who did it? Who did it? Yes, who did it? You did it!
You did it! Me?
Of course I didn't do it! Didn't do it! Didn't do it! Ha ha ha! Who's a pretty Wally then? Who's a pretty Wally then?
Gosh, he even tells jokes! Amazing! Yeah, side-splitting. Imagine how freaky it must be to be like a dog or cat and hear a bird perfectly imitate you. Yeah, right? The birds. They're pretty. It's crazy how accurate they sound. It told you. It told you the Major's very sharp. Or genius, really. It told you? Not I told you? I told you, the Major's very sharp, a genius, really.
Alright then, Major. If you're so sharp, you'll understand when I explain what's I'll do to you if you make fun of me again.
Ah! Called a RSPV. RSPV? Miss Layton, he is only a bird, remember? I know he talks like a human, but we really can't treat him like one. It looked like a typo. I think so too, right?
Major hunger, popcorn, popcorn.
Sorry, Major, I'm out of popcorn. I'm all out of popcorn now.
Oh yes, of course.
What is it, miss? Have you cracked it? Have you seen to the heart of the case already?
No, this is far more important than that.
Oh, really?
I forgot all about the new durian popcorn I wanted to try.
I knew it. Another clue? The Mina bird. Mina bird. Frames adores his pet Mina bird called the Major and brings it to work with him in a cage. The bird can speak, but it's unclear whether it can understand humans. I thought the clue was gonna be popcorn, right? The popcorn! Oh, thank you, Ark, for the stretch. Thank you for the posture check. No shrimping. No shrimping allowed in chat. And thank you for the hydrate. Well, I think that concludes our investigation of the projection box. And other than the machine mad Seymour Frames and his pet Mina bird, nothing seemed to stand out as being unusual. A little bit of shrimping, no shrimp.
Yes.
Gosh, you certainly seem to be deep in thought, miss. Are you figuring it all out with those little grey cells of yours, as Inspector Hastings calls them? Little grey cells?
I've got it. I know exactly where we need to head to next. Without a shadow of a doubt, the snack kiosk. Just this once again, okay? Doesn't that just mean just this twice?
Seriously?
I refuse to leave without my free popcorn.
I can practically see the little kernels of popcorn popping around inside your head at the moment. Miss, we have to focus on the case. The head of the great Layton Detective Agency, with all of its proud history and tradition, can't be distracted by such things. What history and tradition? Can't only just set the place up. Just this thrice? Just this thrice, no more. Well, alright, but we will have a proud history and tradition in the future, if we can just get our heads off popcorn. A long way into the future. As it stands, we have no leads at all. I think we should investigate another part of the theater. The pup's got a point. Snooping before snacks. Come on!
Well, if the two of you don't want to come with me, I'll go on my own.
Ah, like a dog with a bone as usual. Let's turn our attention back to the case. Presumably, there's an editor here as well. Wouldn't you think we should see if we can interview him or her? Quick thinking, go faster, Pinstripes. How do we go about finding the editor? Well, I suppose we could ask Mr. Frames. Pardon me, Mr. Frames. We'd like to talk to whoever was in charge of editing the premiere. You mean Editor? Bruh, Editor, what a name. You mean Editor? He's the editing technician. Rector's famous editing assistant? Yeah, he's one of the most senior members of Rector's crew. He was here for the screening today. Well, given that it's an editor's job to cut and splice the film, I think we should speak with him. He may as well know something about the missing kiss scene. Where can we find him? Good question. I don't know where he disappeared to after the screening. Perhaps he's still in the theater. Let's go and ask around if anyone's seen him, miss.
Doesn't she want her popcorn though? Alright, as soon as I've got my popcorn, we'll go on a hunt for Mr. Tor.
I hope Don Paulo shows up, but he ends up being like a protective uncle to Katrielle. Yeah, where's Don Paulo? What's he up to nowadays? Let it go, cat! Maybe it'll be quicker in the long run if we just go to the snack kiosk now and get it out of the way. Very well, miss. You win. Let's head for the kiosk.
Okay, Katrielle has to get her popcorn to make this trip worth it, right? Oh, a puzzle.
Ah, a ceiling hatch. That certainly deserves investigation.
Have you noticed something, Ernest?
I knew it. There's a puzzle hiding here. Miss, look.
The sealed door.
A sealed door in the heart of the ruins, waiting silently to open itself to intrepid explorers. Can you get the door to open? Keep pressing on the door to open it? A sealed door in the heart of the ruins, waiting silently to open itself to intrepid explorers. Do we just have to wait? What kind of puzzle is this? I don't know. It says it's gonna open itself. Do we just wait? There's no way we just wait, right? A sealed door in the heart of the ruins, waiting silently to open itself to intrepid explorers. Imagine being AFK and coming back to the puzzle being solved, right? Can you get the door to open? Wake up! Okay, I guess we wait. Right? I don't... Well, it said... waiting silently to open itself to intrepid explorers. Blue circles. Blue circle. I don't... How many picarettes did it say it was? Oh, yeah, maybe yell open sesame to your iPad. Open sesame. Well, it said silently, didn't it? Wake up! You have to knock? I don't know. I don't know what it's asking me to do. Waiting silently. What puzzle was this? Hold on, let me reopen this. We'll tackle it later. Of course, miss. Whatever you say, miss. And by later, I mean now. Might as well use a hint. No, you can't just use a hint. Ah, yes, the puzzle in the ceiling hatch. It's worth another go. Definitely. It's 30 picarats, so it's not that difficult, right? The sealed door. A sealed door in the heart of the ruins waiting silently to open itself to intrepid explorers. Can you get the door to open? How long do we wait? Do we use a hint? Is there only one hint for this one? I searched it up. Is there only one hint? There's not multiple hints for this one? Okay. No, okay. Should we just wait? Just keep pressing on the door to open it. Tap on the door. Bell? There's a bell? Ding dong? There's a bell? I don't know, it did say waiting silently to open itself. So should we just wait? I don't remember this puzzle at all. In-game music? I don't think it'd be that complicated, right? Should we look at the hint? It's gonna— I don't know. I feel like it'll be really obvious, right? The method for opening the door is written somewhere. Okay. Oh, there is more hints. Okay. You want what I found? Give me a little bit of a hint. It says it's written somewhere. I'm looking. Let's see. I'm wondering if it says it's written somewhere, like numbers? Like an order and order of operations? What you were doing earlier was right, I guess? Which one? Waiting or tapping the screen like crazy? Tapping? I don't know. Pressing, does that mean continually hold or tap? It's true, pressing could be pressing. Oh!
I've seen how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
What? What? What the— Oh, what? Oh, jolly good, miss. That was inspiring to watch. Was it really, Ernest?
The puzzle is solved, but the mystery of what lies behind that hatch remains.
Don't question it. I don't understand. What was the logic to this one? Oh, when the first hint said it's written somewhere, does it literally mean like this? The part that says keep pressing on the door to open it? Was that literally what it was referring to? This little text here? Guess so, bro. Is that
I've seen how to solve
what kind of puzzle is this, huh?
And that's how it's done.
You managed to solve that puzzle that time without looking at any hints. Hidden in plain sight? Yeah, I guess so. I guess other— wait, do other puzzles don't have text there, do they? Figure out which buttons press? I guess it does. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll back to the case. We gotta get the popcorn, right? Get some popcorn at the kiosk. Maybe I should save while I'm here. Other puzzles give you TLDR? I guess so. Oh my god, I keep pressing the briefcase. There are still 1 or 2 people about, even though most people have left now.
Never mind that. It's popcorn time. Popcorn time. Now I just need to give the coupon Ernest has to the member to this. Now I just need to give the coupon Ernest has to the member of staff at the kiosk, and the durian delight will be mine.
Obsessed! You're obsessed! Look, everyone's here.
Oh, hello, Katrielle. What a terrible thing to have happened. I can't believe someone would steal the end of the film. I'm afraid I do have to ask, Piper. This isn't another one of your ruses, is it? No. Then why are you still here at the theater? The culprit often returns to the scene of the crime, you know. No, I felt it my duty as mayor to see if there was anything I could do to help smooth things over. After all the hullabaloo before. But we already know that you enjoy a good hullabaloo, don't we? Like the hullabaloo of a festival, for example. No.
Right, who done it? Oh, you're still here, are you?
May I ask what you're still doing here, madam? Aren't you going home now that the screening has been cancelled?
Goodness me, no. Not before I finish my popcorn, at least. That rich buttery aroma, and that deep invasive scent of durian that wafts out from the deep inside the tub. I've sampled dishes all over the world, but even I find myself taken aback by this culinary masterstroke.
A deep invasive scent, really? Oh, I knew it would be amazing. I have to try it.
I like how you watched the cutscene, so it's like, I need to prepare for next year's festival. Time to watch a movie. Yeah, maybe she's getting ideas from this. She's gonna have to get a cruise ship and sink it, right? You did, obviously. What do you mean it was me?
Why would I ever steal the final scene, the kiss scene? Why would I ever do that, huh?
Yes, what can I do for you? Oh, aren't you the chap who showed us into the theater before? Yes. All the other staff members were individually assigned to take care of our VIP guests. So yes, we are a little short of hands for the usual running of the theater. Yes, I'm having to do everything myself. Greeting theatergoers, showing them to their seats, manning the snack kiosk, cleaning. Yes, I can't be in enough places at once. Yeah, I was gonna say she was gonna sink a sub in the River Thames. Oh my god, you're right. Wouldn't that be dramatic? Right? That'd be pretty popular. Gosh, you sound awfully overworked. Like someone else I could mention. Answering the phone, making tea, cleaning the office, helping with investigations. Sounds familiar, Pinstripes? Oh, I don't mind. I'm very proud to be able to help such an esteemed detective as Miss Layton. Ernest, she doesn't like you back. You don't have to keep doing all this. You are?
Well, I'm sorry to trouble you when you're obviously so busy, but I'd like some durian popcorn, please. Here's my coupon.
Yes, of course, I'd be delighted to serve you. Except that I'm terribly sorry, but I can't. What? You see, I'm afraid the daily special popcorn is all sold out, yes.
I knew I should have come earlier. It was always going to go quickly, such a knockout flavor.
Oh yeah, anyone could have predicted that. Let's hope the next movie isn't an apocalyptic movie. However, yes, I do have something else I could offer you instead. A puzzle! I don't want a puzzle, I want my popcorn! That's the only reason why we're here, for the popcorn! 6 of 1. 40 picarats. The 3 panels are expressing the number 6. Change the order and the orientation of the panels to make 6 in another way. Not 1 plus 5 or 5 plus 1. Slide the panels to move them, and place one panel on top of another to swap them over. Touching a panel will make it rotate. Press submit when you feel you have the correct answer. Durian flavored puzzle. Does this look durian flavored to you? Okay. To make 6, I got it. I see 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 it.
A good puzzle is something you have to chew over. That was too easy.
The answer was to represent 6 in letters 6. I do hope that satisfied your appetite for something unusual, yes? I'm impressed you solved that quick. Good one. Of course, leave it to me. Kikamaru, Professor of Rizology and Puzzleology. A true British gentleman, I don't know. Hope that satisfied your appetite for something unusual. No, it's not popcorn!
Oh well, I suppose I'll just have to give up on the popcorn for now and get on with solving this case.
Finally! We can put all that popcorn nonsense behind us! What about mathology? Sorry, I'm allergic to that. Deathly allergic. Isn't it funny that the Major, you know, that Mina bird, knew the word popcorn? And we're back. Ah, yes, actually, I was the one who taught him to say that, yes? Oh, really? Ah, yes. Sometimes I take a snack of popcorn to the projection box, you know. I've even seen the Major out of his cage before. You mean Mr. Frames lets the bird fly free? Ah, yes, I believe so. I mean, only sometimes, of course. Otherwise, yes, he could get into rather a lot of trouble.
Did Major eat the film?
A snack? Nibbled on it? And quite often, the Major eats all the popcorn before Seymour gets a look in. Hahaha, yes, it's true. That's how the bird picked up the word popcorn in the first place, yes? I even took a tub of durian popcorn up there earlier today. And the Major had it all again. Ah, yes, I just took my eye off him for a moment, and he'd gobbled every last piece. An entire tub? By Jove, that's a bird with an appetite, all right. Could have pulled a matcha. Oh yes, I was surprised as you are. Ah, but I think even the Major might have overdone it that time. Yes, it seemed to give him a tummy ache.
Ah, lucky thing. I wish I could eat so much durian popcorn that my tummy ached. But I must stop pining for something I can't have. Yes, it's time we spoke to Mr. Tor, the editor.
What? I was still on popcorn.
I feel your pain, Cheryl, but we must find Mr. Tor now. Do you know where he is?
Yes, I saw him just a few moments ago, actually. Ah, yes, he was on his way out the door.
Oh, quickly then, everyone. We have to catch him before he goes home.
Another hint. I mean, clue. Allowed to fly free. Would you eat enough pizza to give you a tummy ache, perhaps?
But I feel like tummy ache's not good though.
Maybe, wouldn't I eat like a good amount of pizza then have the rest for leftovers tomorrow? Maybe that's the strat. Allowed to fly free. It seems the Major is sometimes allowed to fly free in the projection box and has been known to get through a lot of popcorn on occasion. Okay, where's Mr. Tor? Editor. All the guests have gone home now. It's deserted in the lobby and outside.
How about that man standing by the entrance? Do you think he could be Editor?
We won't know unless we ask him. This guy?
He's got a puzzle for us. Excuse me, are you Mr. Tor, the editor?
I am, and you are?
I'm Katrielle Layton, from the Layton Detective Agency. You've probably heard of me.
Nope.
See, he has blonde hair. No, it's the neon lights, isn't it? The neon lights.
I bet it's the lighting making his hair look blonde.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Still, you know me now, don't you? Mr. Barnum has asked me and my colleagues to investigate the case of the stolen kiss scene.
We'd very much like to take a statement from you, Mr. Tor. After all, you've worked with Maverick Director for many years, haven't you? I'm surprised a kid your age has even heard of me. Alright, let's see what you know. I bet you haven't heard of this Rector film, have you? A puzzle? Okay, maybe you're right, Ark. Maybe he does have blonde hair. Tales of the Unexpected. Tales spelled with... like animal tail. There's been an incident at the farm where all the cows have disappeared. According to a witness, a UFO sucked them all up and some aliens came out. Why is anybody's guess? But now you need to place an alien in each of the spaces where there is currently a cow. Tap a cow to suck it up into the UFO and swap it with an alien, and vice versa. The creature coming down from the UFO will take the other empty space. What? Ah, okay. I guess. Place an alien in each of the spaces where there is currently a cow. Okay, currently a cow. I guess it's not that hard, is it? Ah, but if you... will it turn back into a cow? Oh, okay, okay, I see. I see. Took us 11 moves. I wonder what the minimum
I have a feeling
is.
that perhaps... Still not a patch on Miss Layton, of course.
Looks like the aliens just came to have some fun. As the night draws to a close, you wave them goodbye as they set off for home. Nice. What's the minimum number of moves? They didn't tell me. I don't know if I should be impressed or not. How did you find it? Not a bad action thriller, eh? I will say, UFOs and aliens always make for a jolly good tale. I know what film it is. It's the rarely seen signs. Close equations of the third kind. Alright, now I'm impressed. Richter was still a newcomer, so the film had a cast of total unknowns, and it quickly disappeared from the big screen. And the production company went bankrupt as well, so it was never re-shown. It's one of the most talked about films among Richter films. Oh, Richter fans. Spot on. You really know your stuff, kid. Okay, fire away. What did you want to ask me?
Thank you, Mr. Tor. So first of all, can you confirm that you were at the screening earlier?
Yeah, I was there. I wanted to see everyone's reaction to our latest film, to be honest. But then that happened. It's unbelievable. You know, I work closely with Maverick for a long time now. And I've never experienced something like this before. It's my job to cut Maverick's films, and my job alone.
Can I ask where you were immediately before screening today, Mr. Tor?
I was with Maverick. We were checking over the film together. Needless to say, there was nothing wrong then, other than us arguing again. Arguing?
What about?
Well, you probably don't know, but Maverick's films used to be a lot more fringe. A lot more edgy.
Possessive much? Is it sussy?
It's kind of suspect. It's that kind of work that attracted me to Maverick's direction in the first place, and I've stuck with him ever since. But in recent years, he's gone for the popular vote. He's been shooting the kind of overly sentimental dross that the public seem to lap up.
See,
he's like, I miss the old Maverick director. I miss back in the day when he was not popular, you know? And then that final kiss scene in this latest film is... well, it never sat right with me from the start. It's my job to cut Maverick's films and mine alone, yeah. No one else is involved in the process? But Maverick wouldn't listen to me, would he? Not when we were shooting or when we were editing. So when we were checking over the film earlier today, I finally said it. I told him that scene wasn't true to his style. That he'd sold out. Man, I don't know, would you tell, like, someone that? Would you be like, man, you've changed, bro, you've changed. You know, would you say that to somebody? I don't know. They've worked together for a long time, but like... I don't know, people change, right? But like, I guess, I don't know. Did he change simply because, you know, people change over time, or because he wants to appeal to a larger audience? I don't know.
So the two of you quarreled?
Yeah, but that's just par for the course. Directors and editors always argue. Always have, always will. Making films sounds like a tricky business. But let me make one thing clear. Just because we argued, it doesn't mean I do something like that and disappoint all those poor people. That's true. In the end, it's about the fans, right? I don't know. Perhaps.
I see. Well, thank you, Mr. Tor.
You've changed, Kiku. Changed between 3 models to be exact, yeah. Changed. You miss the old Kiku? Back when I was a loser. No problem. You catch whoever did this, alright? I want to know who was responsible. Yeah, who messed with his film.
Well, I think we've spoken to everyone now. Unsurprisingly, no one stands out as being the guilty party at this stage.
Maybe it wasn't an inside job. Perhaps we should start thinking along different lines?
No, I don't think so. I'm still not sure exactly when the scene was cut from the film, but one thing seems fairly certain. It wouldn't have been easy for an outsider to gain access to the film reels in the time window we're looking at.
You weren't a loser and still aren't you amazing? Well, thank you, Ark. You don't have to lie though. Just because you're my loyal mod.
Not to mention, the fact that only randomly selected guests and VIPs were allowed entry to the theater at all today.
Yes. Everyone was carefully checked at the door one day. It certainly wouldn't have been easy for anyone else to slip in. And both Vector and Tor say there was nothing wrong with the film when they checked it just before the screening. So even if someone had managed to slip into the theater unnoticed, they wouldn't have been able to get the film reels between then and the start of the screening.
I would never lie. So help me. Set my pants on fire. Yeah, okay. My thoughts exactly, Ernest. If the kiss scene was indeed stolen, it has to have been by a member of the theater staff or the production team.
I think you're right. Let's not forget there's someone we haven't managed to speak to properly yet.
That's true. Let's find Mr. Vector and see if he can answer some questions this time.
Oh right, he sunk, didn't he? He was like, I'm sinking, and he died. He sunk into the floor. I just hope he's calmed down a little now.
Yes, so do I. I wonder if he's still in the lobby.
Romance story. Romance story. Though once more inclined to fringe material, it seems Maverick Director has recently shifted into more mainstream romance-oriented films. We sunk his battleship, I guess so. Let's see if we can fish him out. Yeah, I guess he does look blonde. Well, wasn't the lady, was her hair blonde too? Huh, no director. Ah, but there's Emiliana, look. Perhaps she'll know where we can find him.
Yes, let's go and ask her, and we can find out how her profile is going at the same time.
She was definitely blonde? Okay, she was definitely blonde.
Hey, Emiliana. Oh, still here pretending to do real detective work? If I were that good at pretending, I could pretend to like you. So, how are you getting on?
I could pretend to like you, bro.
Don't be so catty. No doubt you've hit a brick wall and you've come to see if you can glean anything from me. Not at all. I was just curious to know how your profiling was going. Very well, I'll tell you. Perhaps hearing some genuine deduction will make you realize how unsophisticated your own efforts are. A taste of cutting-edge profiling work could do wonders for your future investigations. Well, we can dream, can't we?
You know, this lady always makes me want to scratch.
Be quiet, hound. Don't interrupt me with your meaningless yapping.
Yeah, bow wow, as in bow wow, you're annoying.
So having spoken to everyone involved, I've built up a detailed profile on the case. The only person who was unhappy about the final kiss scene was the editor. In other words, he's the only one with a motive. He had complained to the director that the stolen scene was inappropriate for the film. However, Tor has an alibi. On the other hand, Seymour Frames, alone in the projection box, had the opportunity to commit the crime, but there is no clear motive. Frames is crazy about his machines, but has little or no interest in the films he shows using them. Therefore, he has no reason to commit that crime. The logical conclusion to all this is that the real culprit is someone else, someone we have yet to investigate.
But who could that be?
The only other person with access to the film reels who has not been investigated thoroughly until now is... Director Maverick D. Rector.
Rector? But why?
Rector is a renowned perfectionist. His attention to detail is well known. How meticulous he is about such
how do you pronounce this word? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Minutiae as the shape of clouds in the sky,
or the sound of waves. And it would appear that the final kiss scene in this latest film of his has been troubling him for some time. The perfectionist in him just couldn't decide if the scene was up to scratch, if it was worthy of inclusion in his magnum opus. He agonized over this right up until the premiere screening today, when finally, he made up his mind. The scene had to go.
But he reacted pretty negatively, didn't he? When the scene wasn't there? Like, it didn't seem, fake. It seemed legit when he sunk into the ground and died.
With no time to lose, he cut the scene from the reel and either hid it or disposed of it, all for the sake of the perfect film. That is the outcome of my analysis of all the available evidence. Very interesting. It's certainly a plausible theory, Emiliana. Oh, I wasn't expecting you to accept it so graciously. But something about it just doesn't sit right with me.
What? You have a problem with my profiling?
It's not exactly a problem, no. It's just something I can't quite put my finger on.
Miss Layton's deductions go beyond logic and reason, you see, Emiliana. They have a magic all their own. Surely a director would have made 2 different reels. A director cuts essentially. Yeah, like, how come there's no backup reel? Is it that difficult to make? I mean, I'm sure it's very difficult, but like, in the case of, like, you know, something like this, wouldn't they have a backup at all? Magic has no place in case solving, Ernest. Katrielle is working on a hunch, nothing more, and hunches are unreliable.
Well, anyway, I think we should have another chat with Mr. Rector. He was too upset before to give us any useful information.
Well, that is certainly true, and the more information we can gather, the better. And talk of the devil, that's him over there, isn't it?
Ah, yes, and he's with Mr. Tor, it seems.
Oh wait, that was Ernest. That was Ernest's voice. Yes, and it seems he was with Mr. Tor, as it seems. Thank you for the stretch. Thank you for the posture check. No shrimping. And thank you for the hydrate. Alright. It looks like something is going on between the two of them. Wow, Ernest, your voice got higher suddenly. He's probably nervous around Miss Layton, you know? Eddie! There you are! Have you got a minute? Sure, actually, there's something I need to talk to you about too. But not here. Can't we go somewhere a little more private? How about in the auditorium? It's probably empty now. We should have the place to ourselves. Doing my third shrimp, I promise no more for today. Thrice. Suits me fine. Did you see that, Miss Layton? They disappeared into the auditorium together.
Yes, this is an interesting development. We must sneak in there as well.
Oh dear. You keep playing your private eye games, Katrielle. Some of us still have real work to do. Perfectionist. Eddie Tor reminds me of the old guy Muppets. Oh, I can see it. I can see what you mean. Perfectionist director wasn't satisfied with the final kiss scene. Emiliana has conjectured that he cut it out of the reel himself. But is she right? Follow the director and editor. Into the theater we go.
That's strange. We all saw them come in here. Where could they have disappeared to?
Sniff, sniff. Over there, cat. My bet is still Major ate it. Take a little nom nom, a little nibble. I guess we haven't investigated in here, have we? Oh, what's this? You discovered the hip hunting hat. It's been added to your collection. I say, the seats in this auditorium are so well cushioned, aren't they?
You could certainly enjoy films in comfort on these plush sheets.
Forget how soft they are. If you get your paws in the right place, these seats recline. What a treat!
Well, Chiku, you're so hip now. Wow, thanks.
Found a dusty used hat.
That's the way back out to the foyer, isn't it?
Someone's been hard at work polishing that. I bet my nose would leave a mark if I got too close for a sniff. They're absolutely silent, these doors, so people coming into the auditorium don't disturb everyone else.
One day, I would love to come here and watch a film from those seats up there.
Oh, Katrielle's interested if she gets to sit up there. It's only certain select guests who've been given balcony seats for tonight's performance. I wish we were among them. I could do with the extra height to get a better view. But what if you fell? It's true, what if you fell off the balcony? What are you gonna do? Ernest could make it happen. You just gotta enter the drawing, the contest another 1,000 times. Alright then, Eddie. Why don't you just admit it? You're the one who cut that scene, aren't you? You never liked it. You had a problem with it from the first day of shooting. Yeah, and you knew that, but you refused to cut it yourself, you stubborn old fool. Who's the director here, eh? Me! I am! If I say scene stays in, it stays in! Or did I misunderstand the meaning of director somewhere? If you got a problem with the way I make decisions, then this partnership of ours is over! As of now! As of now! He's shaking with anger, he really is. It's over, you say? Oh, Maverick, you've done it now!
Please, let's all calm down and try to talk about this rationally.
Oh, where did you spring from, Miss Slayton?
Never mind that now. Just take some deep breaths and calm yourselves down. Breathe in and out. And out some more. And a little bit more. That's it. Keep.
Ah! Ah! Are you trying to kill me?
Of course not. I'm a detective. I much prefer investigating murders to committing them. Anyway, it's clear that you two have some unresolved issues.
Oh, you overheard that, did you? We were just letting off some steam about the film, that's all. It sounded like he got fired though, didn't he? It seems like a little more than that. The end of your partnership together. This know-it-all thinks he's God's gift to romance films these days, but his love scenes always have been a total disaster. It's only my editing that saved them all these years. It's thanks to me he's produced so many hits. Well, does that mean anything to him now? Not a jot. Well, he might have chosen to forget, but mark my words, I haven't forgotten.
What? Forgot what? What he forget?
Dirty pickerats, kiss kiss! Kiss kiss. The sun is setting at... Oh, maybe I should read this nicely. The sun is setting at the beach, the perfect backdrop for a sweet kiss with the girl in the hood. Use 3 of the 6 symbols in the frame on the left to represent kiss. In the frame on the right, slide the symbols to move them and touch them to rotate. You cannot overlap them. Kiss? Kiss? Use 3 of the 6 symbols. I think we can get the letters for the word kiss, but not in 3 symbols, right? Represent a kiss. Doesn't this look like the kiss profile view? Like the kissy lips, the fish kissy lips, right? How can we get, smooch? How can we get kiss? This could be lips, right? A mouth, perhaps? Represent a kiss. Imagine you have to make a profile of 2 people kissing. With 3 of these. Represent a kiss. I'm just curious if the negative space can maybe spell out the words somehow. Represent kiss. Merge the eye and the sea in what way? They can't overlap either. Should I look at a hint?
I don't know what good it will do us. It's just gonna be like, try arranging the shapes and see if you can get anything interesting.
It would be hard to represent the word kiss in letters with just 3 symbols. You need to think of another way. Maybe you're right with the lips. Something along the lines of this.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
Was it not aligned correctly when I did it before? Like, wasn't that close enough? You did it! Uh-oh, looks like someone has been hoodwinked. Puzzle genius Kiku does it again. Well, I didn't think you'd solve that one. That's had me stuck for decades. Decades! It took me like a minute, didn't it?
There's no puzzle that can't be solved with some calm and considered thinking.
Mr. Tor, if you've calmed down a bit now, perhaps... Calm down! Are you being funny? Ugh. I don't care what that spat with Maverick before. I don't care about that spat with Maverick before, but I can't be pinned for this theft of the final scene. I mean, it's a matter of pride. What sort of editor would do something like that? I say, miss, I don't think this fight is going to sort itself out anytime soon.
Oh well, never mind. It's rather fun to watch, shall we?
Great idea, Cat. Let's just forget about the case and watch the 2 prime suspects argue instead.
Don't be snide, Cheryl.
Cheryl?
Don't be snide, Cheryl. If we listen in, they might let something slip that gives us a lead.
Man, I can't read.
Don't be snide, Cheryl. If we listen in, they might let something slip that gives us a lead.
Sneaky cat. You're one sneaky cat. Pride, that's more to you than... That's more important to you than honoring the decisions made by the director? Cutting scenes you were never asked to cut? For the last time, I did not steal the kiss scene. And you know what? I would never cut a film unless you gave me the go-ahead. Huh, but it's no secret you didn't like that scene. You've always had a problem with it. Come on, admit it. Yeah, I had a problem accepting that the great Maverick director could be happy to end one of his greatest films with a scene like that. Tisk! Why don't you admit it? You never really got on with that scene either, did you? Yes, I did. I was perfectly happy with it.
Perfectly happy with it? Was he really, though?
So you're willing to compromise on quality these days, are you? You make me sick, Maverick. But you know what makes me more sick? The fact that someone other than me cut one of your films! Alright then, Eddie. If it wasn't you, then who was it? Tell me that! If you ask me, it was you! Listening to your conscience before it got corrupted by fame. How dare you! How dare you. Back in the old days, you wouldn't have stopped shooting until you got a scene you were 100% happy with. But now, well, those days are gone. Yes, the days when my films made no money. Look, if I've changed my directing style, it's for you and the rest of the crew. And we're grateful for that. We all appreciate actually getting paid, don't get me wrong. But does that mean you have to make such huge compromises to the production? Does it mean you can't be true to yourself anymore? Look, I know I said your love scenes were rubbish, but the truth is, you have shot some good stuff in the past, haven't you? What if it was the popcorn guy, and that's why he doesn't want to serve Katrielle? Maybe. The popcorn guy. Maybe, but that was a long time ago now. Anyway, Eddie, being too idealistic doesn't pay the bills, does it? That's the bottom line. It's true, sometimes you gotta please the crowd to get more money. Fine. If that's your take on it, there's nothing more to say. Goodbye, Maverick! They ended their partnership. Yikes, that didn't end well, did it? Mr. Torres walked out.
This could be our chance to get some important information out of Mr. Rector. Come on, Ernest, and you, Cheryl. Mr. Rector, I'd like to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind.
I'm not really in the mood at the moment, but alright. If it'll help get this whole thing cleared up quicker.
That was a rather heated argument you and Mr. Torres just had. Are such disagreements between the two of you a regular occurrence?
Eddie and I have been a team for a very long time, since before I made it. So we've had more than a few fights over the years, yes? Back in the early days, we used to have blazing rows about production issues. Still, it's never gone this far before. We've never talked about going our separate ways.
Yes, well, one ill word asks another, as they say. If you said things you didn't mean, I'm sure an apology will go a long way to fixing things.
With Eddie, I'm not so sure.
I hear that you used to make films that were a lot less mainstream, with more fringe appeal. Is that right?
That's going back a bit now, anyway. It wasn't like that when I was trying to shoot fringe films. That's just how it worked out. That's how people took my material. It wasn't for everyone. Yeah, Kiku apologized to Ernest. What did I do? What did I do to Ernest, huh? Well, Eddie really liked my old work. And now that I'm making films more people actually want to watch, he's not happy about it. You know, he's always pressing me to not include the last scene in No Sub for Love. Right from the start.
Yes, he told me. He said he didn't believe it was true to your style.
Ignored him at the river. Clearly we were busy thinking about the case. Not true to my style, huh? That makes it all sound so simple. The truth is, I don't even know what my style is anymore. The content creator dilemma, right? What kind of content do I want to create? Not true to my style. It's just typical of Eddie, though. He never had any hesitation to tell me what was wrong with my films. Sometimes it makes me so mad, but I have to admit it, he's usually right. Oh, who am I kidding? He's right this time too. You mean about the stolen scene? I just wanted to be real. I wanted to shoot a kiss that looked like it was genuinely from the heart, not just two actors playing their parts. But somehow I couldn't get it right. In the old days, I would have given up. I'd have just kept shooting and shooting until I got the result I wanted. Why didn't you do that this time then? You're young. I wouldn't expect you to understand. The fact is, as you get older, you lose that drive you had in your youth. It's true. It's true. You lose the drive. You lose interest and motivation for the things you used to love. Kiku becomes an FPS shooter streamer. Is that what you want? No, you're quite right. That's not something I can relate to. It sounds rather sad, to be honest. I just realized I said first-person shooter. I guess that's true. FPS shooter. First-person shooter.
So you're telling us that Mr. Tora couldn't accept the scene you shot? That he cut it from the film without your permission?
Yes, that's his job after all, cutting film, and he's very good at it. I can't really say I blame him. This is all my fault. This might seem like a strange request after everything that's happened, Miss Layton, but could you try to keep this quiet? Eddie did it for my benefit at the end of the day.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
What? What if this comes out? Eddie's career's over. Is it really worth destroying the man just for some sense of obligation to uphold justice?
That's not the reason at all. It's because Mr. Tor didn't do it.
Piku plays Apex Legends when? Apex Legends? Maybe my next lifetime.
You see, the fact is, you are his alibi, Mr. Rector.
Exactly. You and Mr. Tor were together at all times until the start of the screening, weren't you?
And when you checked over the film's reels together, you found no problems. So if Mr. Tor was never out of your sight after that time, then however much he disagreed with the inclusion of that scene, he had no opportunity to cut it.
I suppose that's true. So someone else stole it then. Well, that's wonderful. You Can Be Mirage, voiced by Roger Craig Smith, aka Chris Redfield and Sonic. Chris Redfield. Miss Layton?
Oh, sorry. Good, it looks like I have all the evidence I need now.
Oh, we got our final film just before screening.
Let's see how this case ends.
Okay, final clue. Rector and Tor checked the film reels just prior to the screening. They both found no issues with it, and the last scene was present. The film reels look like lemons. They do.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, and I'm deaf now. That was right down my ear, cat. Miss Layton, have you solved it?
Yes, Ernest, I believe I have. Just as every film has a final scene, every case has a truth to glean. And now, I've uncovered both.
Oh, well done, Miss Layton. Brava! And what a spiffing verse that was.
Ernest, summon the suspects.
Gladly, Miss Gladly.
Okay, who was it? Who done it? Thank you for coming, everyone. I have finally ascertained the truth about the stolen kiss scene.
Really? You have? Who did it? Come on, spill the beans. I want to know who did this to me and why. And how? That's what I want to know. When was it cut out of the reel? Tell us, Miss Detective. Put us all out of our misery, please.
Momento, Katrielle. Why have you asked so many people here? It's clearly obvious that most of them couldn't possibly have been involved. Oh, it's much more fun this way. The more people, the more tension.
I agree with Miss Layton. She's a born performer, that woman.
Oh, this is so exciting. I couldn't miss a show like this. As mayor, I have vested interest in the truth.
As the head of the Seven Dragons, I feel obliged to see this case through to its conclusion. I don't know how I feel about how Kat comes to conclusions. Layton was more coy about it. Yeah, Katrielle is very like... Very... Yeah, like what did the guy say? Very performative. He puts on a little bit of a show.
Don't need me, minor role.
Minor role. Minor role. You know, I like how Layton is all, I don't know, he's very like smug about it in a way, but I don't know how to describe it. And he's all like, it was you who did it. And I really don't care what happened in that scene. Can't I just go? Come along, Miss Layton, we're all dying to hear the truth about this case and who the culprit is.
Let's not rush. This is a detective's moment of glory after all.
Layton even had Don Paulo pose as him as a twist. Yeah, that's alright. True, if this were a film, I'd be having a good suspense track running in the background and really draw it out to build up tension.
Exactly. Now let's get back to the case. This was an extremely strange affair from the outset. A final scene stolen from a film on the very day of its debut screening. So what could be the truth behind it? No doubt you all have your own theories and ideas. But I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that the real truth will make even the most outlandish theory of yours seem tame. Because you see, the truth is always stranger than fiction.
Okay, Cat, this is just a shaggy dog story. Or do you actually know who did it?
Alright, alright. You couldn't let me milk it, could you?
If I had to identify one culprit in this case,
What?
it would be you over there! Didn't do it. Major Minor.
Major Mina.
When the reels were being switched during the screening, you did a Major Minor poo on the film.
Was I right? I think you're half right, Ark.
A poo?
A poo?
And his poo hit the all-important kiss scene. Is that it?
But surely a little bit of bird poo could easily be wiped off the film.
Would everyone please stop saying poo?
Indeed it could, Mayor Loanida. Which is where the second guilty party in this escapade comes in. You, Mr. Seymour Frames. All the equipment here has just recently been upgraded. Mr. Frames cares for his projection machinery so deeply, he couldn't bear the thought of running a soiled film through it, even if the excrement had been wiped off. So he cut the infected scene out of the reel altogether.
The infected scene.
So it's his doing then?
Yes, but with the Major resolutely denying everything, it's going to be hard to make it stick.
Oh, poo.
Oh, I guess he does have not blonde hair. He's a brunette.
Great film.
I loved it. Where did that kiss scene come from?
Apparently, Mr. Rector. He cut in an old scene of his own to replace the missing one. It's a clip of himself kissing his lover, shot a long time ago when he was still just starting out as a cameraman.
Foxy.
Secretly, it was supposed to be a film about his own love affair. So the clothes and everything match the style of the other scenes perfectly.
That's how he integrated it so seamlessly.
You've got to hand it to the old dog. It's a very moving scene.
Yes, because it's full of genuine emotion.
They weren't acting. It was true love.
If only someone would give me a kiss like that. Just imagine.
What?
Oi, Pinstripes, what are you imagining?
Nothing. I was
Just what? Spit it out.
No,
What, you dirty mongrel?
Playing games always pulls the funniest plot twist, yeah. Ernest, what was he thinking, huh? Well, honestly, same, Katrielle, I feel that.
A Naval Advance, No Sub for Love, was a hit at the box office with its passionate final kiss scene. And now Maverick Director is currently working on a new, albeit not too mainstream, blockbuster.
The psychological damage he's causing him. Poor
How
Ernest.
is it? You always stumble on the answer in these cases.
Stumble on? It sounds like you think it's just luck, Shirl.
Well, isn't it?
Not at all. The truth is, Miss Layton makes logical but instinctive inferences.
As long as it's not a sinking boat or sub, I wouldn't mind either. Psychological damage, man. Move the magnifying glass and investigate the pinboard to choose which ongoing case to tackle. Touch the feng shui chair icon at the bottom left if you'd like to rearrange the furniture. New case has been pinned. Case 4. Okay. Okay, so we can return to old cases. Like this one, the first one that says we missed 2 puzzles. Did you say tackle or cackle? I think I said tackle. Oh, see, it tells us how many hint coins we're missing. Case 4, Pandemonium. Madame Dublé, leader of the 7 millionaire dragons, needs help to find her precious pet. My ice was swooshing around, so I didn't hear correctly. So we can do some decorations. We probably don't need to read this. Okay, okay. Change what? What do I have? Do I have any options? Ooh. I don't know, these things are kind of nice already, aren't they? Chocolate chair. It would be nice having a place like this. Yeah, it looks pretty cozy, doesn't it? This is a reward for linking with your level 5 IAD. We could have had a lighting cushion. Oh, okay. Let's see, is there anything we want? Ooh, okay. The blue is kind of nice. But the pink is cute too. You should link it after stream. I thought about linking it before. But I was like, what if it shows my email when I like open up the game? So I was like, no, I won't do it. It's okay. We don't need the lay-in lay-in cushion. This blue one's nice. We're gonna spend all of our decoration tickets. Maybe we should get a different sofa. The legacy. It's okay, this is Katrielle's game. Would it be weird to have a cushion of the face of your father on the couch? Is that strange? Did this turn into Happy Home Paradise? Maybe a little bit. Decorating the office. But yeah, we'll wrap up soon. We'll just check in with Ernest and Cheryl.
I'm so excited about this invitation from Phineas to watch a new film at the Savoy.
He even sent me an invitation this time, so I can tell that Hayes fellow where to go. Hi, yeah. It'd be strange to have a pillow of your own face? I guess so. It was marvelous, wasn't it? No sub for love. His Rector at his best, I must say. I've seen it 20 times already, you know. 20 times! Isn't that a lot for a movie? Yeah, it's a cute little office, isn't it? Oh, we should check out this case, Coda. Frames is enjoying some quality time with his pet bird, the Major. It's time for speaking practice again, but it's the listening where the problem lies.
Alright then, Major. It's time for your daily speaking practice. Snore!
Ernest would probably get a pillow of cat, a body pillow.
Did you just say something? More speaking, more speaking!
You're hungry to learn, eh, Major? You're so clever, aren't you? Alright then, let's start with something easy. Seymour's cool. Ready? Just copy me. Seymour's cool.
Fool! Fool! Seymour's a fool!
Seymour's a fool? Oh. Well, of course you didn't say Seymour's a fool, did you? You said Seymour's fool! You really are a genius. How did you know I ate too many sandwiches for lunch? Can't believe the things you know how to say. Close enough.
Really a fool! Really a fool!
You're right, I really am a fool. I wish Mom hadn't packed so many sandwiches for me. Alright, let's try something else. How about Seymour's the best? Can you say that? Go on, give it a try.
Seymour's a pest! Seymour's a pest!
Seymour's a pest? Oh, I see. I misheard you. I thought you said Seymour's a pest, but you actually said Seymour rest. Don't worry, my eyes just look like this. Everyone's always telling me I need more sleep, but I'm fine, really.
Really a fool! Really a fool!
You really are amazing, Major. You can almost say anything. It's almost like you understand as well. I'm glad I got a friend like you. Don't ever leave me. Copium. Bro, he's huffing copium.
Fat chance! Fat chance!
I didn't catch that. What did you say? Oh, this is just bird sounds? Oh, you're just making your mind a bird call. Phew, I thought you said something else for a minute. Well, I think that's enough practice for one day. You must be getting hungry. Time for a snack, do you think? Is he you? Bruh.
Snack! Snack! Want a snack?
You didn't do the bird sounds? I was like, ah! Ah! Right?
I know.
Alright, you wait here. And I'll go buy you something. Just don't be mean to Albertina again while I'm gone, okay?
Go away! Go away!
Wow, you really want that snack, don't you? Alright, I'm going. I'll tell you what, I'll get you something extra tasty. Know those crackers you like, maybe?
Crackers! Crackers! Seymour's crackers!
The copium. Alright. Another case solved. Next time, we will solve the case of Pet Pandemonium. We will find Madame Doublet's precious pet. Next time indeed.
Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching.
What's today? Today's Monday? Hope everyone has a good rest of the week. It's Monday, that means tomorrow's Tuesday. Hope everyone has a good rest of your week. Hope everyone had a great weekend.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all another time. Have a good night or good rest of your day.
Thank you for stream. Time passes by too fast, it really does. Professor Layton, hey, what's up? We're wrapping up now. Wrapping up, new turtle.
But yeah, thank you for watching.
We'll be playing again soon, I'm sure. Solve the next case. Missed it. Next time. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Have a good night, good rest of your day, everyone.
And catch you all another time. Until then, bye bye.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.